Hey, what's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with a video today. Another team preview. Don't forget, we'll get some of these out next week, too, for conference week. I'm going to do my best to stick to the schedule of live streams that we already have scheduled. We got some very special guests I can't wait to talk to. And yeah, I'll do my part and do my best. If something comes up and we have to cancel, it is what it is. But I should be able to work around school and still be able to get some, stuff taken care of around the house and still do some of the live streams. So anyway, that being said, again, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. You get notified when I post a new video or when we go live. Um, we're going through trying to get through every Power Five team. We just got into the month of June, so we got July and August, 2 more months until September comes and we get football season. Football season really starts in late August anyway, but so we really don't have, well, I guess we still have over 2 months, about 2.5, but we're going to try to knock these out. Again, we'll get some in next week during conference week. I'd like to start the streams by previewing a team, get the guest on, kick them off, and then preview another team and end the show. Hopefully we could do it like that. But looking today at Oregon, who I think is a very interesting team this upcoming season. Bucky Irving comes back as a junior running back. You got, of course, Trayshawn Holden, who transferred out of Alabama, who's a junior from Kissimmee, Florida. Um, you have on the defensive side, Justin Jacobs, Steve Stevens, uh, who's a defensive back, Jalil Florence, who's a sophomore. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what to expect from the defensive side. It does start. I'll also throw this out there. DJ's brother, of course, DJ Uyunglele, transferred to Oregon State in the Pac-12 from Clemson. His brother, Mateo Uyunglele, is a defensive end who's going to be a freshman this year from St. John Bosco High School, wearing number 10 for the Oregon Ducks. But it really starts with former five-star and transfer quarterback Bo Nix entering his second season with the Ducks. Had a pretty good season last year. Led the Ducks to 10 wins. Did have 3 losses. They went 7-12 in the Pac-12, but they won the bowl game. They lost to what were some good teams. Georgia to start the season. We get that. But then they went on a win streak of about 7 or 8 games until they finally lost again to Washington, which kept them out of the playoffs. And then they lost to their rival in Oregon State, who won a bowl game against Florida in I think it was the Las Vegas Bowl. So it's not bad losses when you look at it. Washington going to be a good competitor in the Pac-12 this year. You get them on the road this season, so it might be a little bit tough. You get Oregon State at home. You don't play Georgia. They ended the season with the ACC runner-up on December 28th in the Holiday Bowl against North Carolina, where they won 28-27. I think we actually went live for that game. I remember watching it and just thinking Bo Nix was playing out of his mind. I know he started at Auburn. You guys know how I feel about Auburn. I don't I have a distaste. I don't have a hatred necessarily. But we try to be fair on this channel, of course, especially with myself, pursuing sports journalism. You try to be fair, honest, and biased, or unbiased, I should say. Crap. I'm going to catch a lot of heat for that, but you guys know what I mean. You try to be fair with every team. I like Bo Nix. A lot of people think he's a bust. A lot of people think he's washed up. A lot of people think that just because of how it went with Auburn, that means that he's not going to pan out in the NFL. I think Dan Lanning did a great job in his first year coming from Georgia and working with Bo Nix, and especially, man, that defense. That's where he specializes too. That defense looked amazing. Steve Stevens, Dante Manning. Um, there's gosh, there's so many different names to go down the list and look at. Um, so that being said, let's quit the chit chat and talk about this season for the Oregon Ducks. So they start out pretty easy with Portland State. Then they have to go on the road at Texas Tech. And I think any Power Five game on the road early in the season, I don't care who it is, could probably be a trap game. Texas Tech enters the season, probably going to be ranked. It has them currently at number 20. This is a team that won, I think, 8 games, counting a bowl last year. Then after that, you play Hawaii. We talked about Colorado the other day. You play them at Stanford, get a bye week, which is perfectly timed, right timing for the bye week. You got to go to Washington, come back home and play Washington State, at Utah, California, USC, at Arizona, and then your rival. I believe this is called the Civil War. I believe is what they call it between Oregon State. Rivalry weekend. You get it on Friday, November 24th. You get them at home in Eugene. So the Pac-12 championship. Man, it's going to be a 3-way race. It's going to be a 3-team race between Washington, USC, and Oregon. Those 3 teams are going to battle it out for the Pac-12. There can only be 2 standing in the Pac-12 title. I definitely like USC. I like all 3, but it's going to be tough to call. I like Bo Nix in Oregon this year. I think I like USC and Oregon more than I like Washington. And I don't want to put Washington on the back burner, but definitely when you look at what the Ducks have coming in, there's not a whole lot of room for error on this schedule unless they really mess up and have some injuries or bad play calling. But I think Dan Lanning knows what he's doing. I think he learned from one of the best in Kirby Smart. I think that he's got the blueprint to build a winning program at Oregon. Again, they went 10-3 overall last year, won the Holiday Bowl against UNC. Trap games on the schedule right out the gate. You start out with Texas Tech, any Power 5 team on the road, especially early on. That could be a trap game. You're supposed to win this game, but you could lose it. Washington, USC, and Oregon State. Possible upsets. I don't think they'll be favored. I think by this point in the season, USC, but I think that is will upset USC. And I'm trying to be careful because it looks like my internet's not working, but we'll keep fighting through it. That being said, I don't see much room for error on the schedule. I think there's a lot of breathing room for Oregon. Possible upset is USC. I'm actually going to say you lose that game. And at most, honestly, this could be a playoff contending team this year. I really believe that. And I've been called crazy for saying that for teams like this before. But I hope there's a majority out there that would agree that Oregon has a lot of key pieces returning, has the tougher games at home, it seems like, outside of maybe Washington. And, outside of that, I mean, even, I don't know. I think they could pull off the Washington game. I really do. But I think they get a little, you know, I'll say this. They're winning these games. They're winning, they're winning, they're winning, they're winning. But they get to that roadblock. I think it's going to be USC. I could be crazy. I could be wrong. But I like USC a little bit more than I do Oregon, but those are the top 2 teams. And when you put them on the field head to head, I mean, who would you take at quarterback? Caleb Williams or Bo Nix? I'd take Caleb Williams. That being said, at most record prediction, I'm going to say 11-1 is their ceiling. 11 wins this year, and the loss being to the Southern California Trojans, USC. Again, the trap games that I mentioned are, if this will pull up here. There we go. Texas Tech, Washington, USC, who I have you losing to, and Oregon State. I really think that this is a lot on the schedule. I mean, it's not an easy schedule, but I also don't think that it's too much that Dan Lanning and Bo Nix can't handle. I think they could go out there. I think they've recruited well. I think they got the talent. They got the key pieces like Bucky Irving coming back. They should be set up. I think this is an overlooked team a little bit this year because I really think the media is, pushing Washington a little bit because of the season they had. And then you love Caleb Williams. I'm not saying that they're doubting Oregon. They haven't received the love that they've gotten in years past. That's the thing. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoy doing these videos with you guys. We'll get a couple of them next week for conference week, and we'll get them uploaded on the channel, clipped and uploaded. And I hope you guys agree. If you don't, let me know in the comments. If you do agree, I appreciate that. But let me know where I kind of messed up here, because I see so much talent coming back for Oregon, especially at the quarterback position, the running back position. So wide receivers and transfers, you got to transfer out there. Trayshawn Holden from Alabama, he's going to be a beast, man. He was really good with the Tide. Why he left us, I don't know, but you're getting a good one out of him for sure. So anyway, that's going to do it. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Trust God. And I guess I will see you guys next time. Until then, Ballard Sports Media. Check it out. I love y'all. Peace.